Alright, welcome to Cleverchesstrading. Today is 30th of March. As you can see, price have been dropping since the last update. Going to put here the last projection. The last projection was made around 10 of March, around here, 10-11, and I've clearly said that if we manage to respect this imbalance, price is going to wait a moment, this imbalance is over here. Price is going to continue dropping into the equal lows. Don't know why this changed the prices, but maybe it's because of the shift in the contract. But the equal lows were in this price. As you can see, price reached there on Friday, and on Monday we continue dropping into this imbalance. So pretty much the target was hit and made around the expected profit and more. As you can see here, we also have the annotated version of the rock. In this version I put the levels, higher time frame levels, merged with the rock. So it's only going to plot the errors when we take liquidity, for example here and here. So that's why it was so sharp in here. Took liquidity and make all these byte signals. Then also took liquidity lower and all these back signals. It failed to reach higher prices here, so when this happens, price just continue dropping. Yes, basically what we expect for the Nasdaq. You can see the whole picture. We got the fake market strategy in here. Here is the 6 hours. 6 hours. Fake market strategy in the daily, also in the 6 hour, and price continued to drop. This was all manipulation made prior the continuation lower. This is very common, but as you see, where this manipulation was made was around the low of the previous month, that is here. So basically this area was used to form a swing high in there once we break below and make a fake market strategy that was also an entry into this SVG. There you see the drop, basically. Yes, so what I expect for this, let's put this weekly chart. I expect further continuation lower if we manage to get below this SVG. That was a daily SVG. Over here we also got some weekly level, and if you see this range, price is expected to drop at least to the 50% that is over here. So this will be the next draw liquidity for me, but we need to show some kind of swing high formation or respect with the bodies to continue going lower. Yes, this is my projection for the Nasdaq. See in the daily something different. Managed to get below all these lows. Yes, all seems to be continue into these equal lows and maybe into these gaps. Is also a potential draw liquidity. There is still room for the drop. Basically from here to here is another 1000 handles approximately. This is the projection for the next days. Let's see what happens. You can also experience some kind of bullishness because there is a lot of gaps in here, so price can also try to make retracement to continue the low move. It's another possibility. Yes, but needs to at least trade above this candle Monday high to do this. Yes, Let's analyze the next one. Was the Bitcoin. I also made a projection for Bitcoin, and I anticipate that we are going to reach into this imbalance, but price failed to do so. But we do form a swing high in there, as you can see in the daily chart. Form a swing high, sweeping buy side liquidity, and then dropping. We drop. All continues to be very bearish, as you can see. Over here we see it working perfectly, the market structure chip signal. It works better when we took liquidity and then break lower. So here was the signal. Just continue going drop lower. Expect price to continue to these levels. 5,000. Got liquidity here and here. So as long as we continue moving this way, there is no signs of bullishness while we are below this gap. Yes, now let's see the call. We also made a projection for call, and you can see here call experienced a very big drop. Interesting drop since the last day. We saw it around here. Price just formed a swing high in there and continue going lower. As you can see the daily chart. Make a structure shift over here. Apparently we make a deep retracement. This is a weekly wick over here. Price performs as expected when we see this place below this. So next moves for the call is probably going to be bullish, but if we manage to close below 50% level of this wick now, I anticipate further continuation lower into this liquidity. This looks too clean. Yes, looks too clean, but if we manage to trade above this, especially this gap, we are going to see a new leg higher. So this gap is going to be the one that will tell us the next move. Yes, notice we took a previous one low here, so if we manage to trade above this, will be market structure shift at least to this 50% level. Yes, next one is going to be the DXY projection. Let's eliminate this all projection. The DXY, we made a projection that was going to continue higher while we are above this price and fat form a swing low. The sub date we say this incredible, no? And continue going higher. We are going to hit that liquidity, or we already hit it over there. So for now, not sure, just waiting to see what is going to do with this. Is going to use it as support or not, if it's going to form another swing low in here. Expect a further continuation higher into these levels, first here and here next. But notice over here we see a fake market structure shift. We managed to trade below this, form a swing high in this area. It's likely that we're going to continue lower into the 50%. Yes, that's the business for the dollar. In the weekly chart, market strategy is bullish after a fair market strategy bearish. Seems like it's going for this. It's probable. Let's wait to see what happens. And the last projection is going to be for the oil. This oil. We say that price is going to move higher while we are above this. It make a little manipulation here, fake market strategy, trap people short, and then continue going higher. Interesting. So similar to the DSY, while we are above these levels, anticipate further continuation higher. This is a potential order block, and just new prices, new highs. New highs are expected in the oil unless we break this. For the bonus, let's analyze the euro USD. This one have a long time without seeing it. So let's see the weekly chart. We got 3 months level here. Let's see market strategy here. Took liquidity of these previous months. We are in January here, so seems that it's going to go for a big drop, or at least to this level. Already show preview on low here, so it can continue into this, but it needs to destroy this level first, and then we can anticipate potential continuation lower into this. These are my two potential targets. For now, you can also reach here, but it's so far away. It's also possible. But we got over here to the left. We have an imbalance over here. This could also stay in a range for a while there, but for now it's going lower. Live to the 50% of this whole level. That's this point. So that's my projection for the euro. Let's see over here in the daily. We got a fake market strategy. Price continue to drop. What invalidates this idea is if we trade again above these highs. Basically about these imbalances. These imbalances should not be traded up again. If that happens, so anticipate returning to this. Probably going for these highs, or at least this 50% level, or this opening price. Yes, that's the thing for the euro. And just to finish this, let's analyze the British pound. See, clear market strategy here is very similar to the euro. Hit over here an order block, respect with the bodies, so it's very likely that we're going to go here. Yes, potentially can go into these levels. Yes, to this week's 50% level. It's apparently the same of the 50% level of this range. Very interesting. Yes, that's the thing. What invalidates this? If we trade above, let's see the daily. Trade above these levels. Seems like the same of the euro. With also a fake market strategy in there. Can continue there. But for now, anticipate lower prices into these levels. Yes, that's the thing. So I think that's all for now. So like the ES just for completeness. The ES see very similar things to the NQ. Price is going for in this, going for this level. 50% level is over here, so this is a potential draw on liquidity. Let's put it here, lower as long as we are seeing the daily below this SVG. So hope you like the video. Please hit the like button if you find this insightful. Subscribe. See you in the next one. Good luck and good trading.